Guys, welcome back. On tonight's episode, we're making chicken curry. Let's get cooking.
I'm a private chef, cook for money, yeah.
Alright guys, chicken curry. Most important thing, you're gonna need your spices. I have some turmeric, ground cloves, cumin, cinnamon, some salt. The spices are very important, but if you don't have all these spices in your cupboard, it can be expensive to go buy them all if you're only gonna use them for this one dish. So what you can do is you can get curry powder. Curry powder has a lot of these spices already in them. It's basically a blend. If you're in a rush or you only wanna buy a certain spice, then fine, just use curry powder, that'll work. Along with our spices, I have some chicken thighs that I've cubed up into just 1-inch pieces, 3 cloves of garlic, and a jalapeno, and then an onion. First thing is first, what we're gonna do is get our chicken into a pan. I have a nice Dutch oven. Dutch oven works really well for curry. I'm gonna get a little bit of vegetable oil going. You can also use ghee though. Traditionally in Indian cooking, you would use ghee for your curry, which is just clarified butter. I'm fresh out of my ghee, so vegetable oil will work, but you wanna use a neutral oil. It really is important in your curries. You're looking just to coat the bottom of the pan, but you don't have to go crazy with it. You're not deep frying anything. I'm gonna get our chicken going, and to that, I'm just gonna season it very well with salt and pepper. We'll season the top side first, and then the rest we'll season once it's in the pan. And we're really gonna start to brown these. We're gonna start to build a lot of deep flavor in the pan itself. So get that up. It should be sizzling actually. Mine's a little low, but we can bring that heat up, no problem. All right, while that chicken's browning off, I'm just gonna roughly chop our onion and our jalapeno. It doesn't matter how finely you dice it, how nice your chop is, because we're gonna stick it all in a blender. All I'm gonna do is get my skin off the onion. We'll take the tops off and just go rough chop. Like we're talking like that is fine. Same thing with the jalapeno. Garlic, just take the roots off, and the cloves will give them a look. That's it, boom. Okay, our chicken has been nice and browned off now. Look at this, that's hot on my hand, fuck me. So what we can do now is we can take this chicken out, set it aside on a plate, we'll add it back in later. And you don't have to worry about it being cooked through. What you really wanna do is get high heat on it and get that color in the pan. It's gonna cook through at the end while we finish everything and put it back in. So now we can go in with the onion and the jalapeno. Ah, fuck! Try not to burn your fucking hand, and just give that a stir. Also, we will go in with all our spices. Now the spices are gonna toast in that oil too. They're gonna help cook out some of that spice from it. Since I do want this even more spicy, I'm gonna throw in some I have these dried red chilies right here. I'm gonna throw in about 4 of them. You don't have to do this, but if you want, you can either do that, you could add cayenne pepper, you could add chili flakes. That's gonna help build some heat. Smells amazing. It's gonna turn this deep color too. Scrape the bottom, get your wooden spoon, scrape all that fond off. Ah, that burn really got me good. I'm gonna add just a little bit of chicken stock too to help lift that fond off the bottom of the pan. Just deglaze it a bit here. There we go. That is a lot of flavor in that pan, ladies and gentlemen. About 3 to 5 minutes, we're just gonna let that onion soften up, get translucent. Right here, I have a can of crushed tomatoes. Curries always have a lot of tomato in them. So now that onion, the jalapeno, the garlic, that's softened up pretty nicely now. It's been about 5 minutes. What I'm gonna do now is get them all into a blender. You can use a food processor, you can use a traditional blender. I'm using one of these little bullet blenders that you just stick in. Those dried peppers I put into have started to rehydrate, so we'll just go ahead and blend those all up too. And just in the meantime, so that the bottom of my pan doesn't burn, I'm gonna turn the heat down. I'm gonna add my tomatoes in just so that pan isn't empty, especially with like these enamel Dutch ovens too. You don't wanna leave them cooking with nothing in them because that'll ruin the pan. So I'm gonna add a splash more chicken stock just to kind of help that blend. It's like a curry smoothie. Woo! Oh, beautiful smell. I wish you guys could smell this right here. That's what it is. All the spice, all the flavor goes right into our tomatoes. Give that a stir. Beautiful, look at that color, guys. All of our chicken can go back in with all that. You turn that down to low, and we're gonna let this just finish cooking out for about 15-20 minutes. Just let those flavors meld, let it reduce and thicken up a little bit. Okay, so our curry has been blipping away now for about 15 minutes. It's nice and reduced. I'm gonna put a dollop of yogurt in. Now you wanna use whole fat regular yogurt, not Greek yogurt, because that's gonna give it a weird, it's a little too acidic for this. Now you can use coconut milk too. I think I might have mentioned that earlier. That's gonna give it a little bit more of a different flair to it. Coconut milk would be more of a Thai style curry, which is totally fine. It's not exactly what I'm going for. So yogurt here just give us that neutral, creamy element, and just stir that in, and look at that. So nice. Oh, don't spill, come on. And I'm gonna add then some fresh cilantro too, just chopped to finish her off. I have some basmati rice here that I have cooked off. So I'm gonna go in with our base of rice. And now just spoon that curry right over. Look at that. All that sauce, all that chicken. That is a winner right there. I'm gonna go with a little bit more cilantro right on top. And I have some naan bread that I've been warming up in the oven. Put a little bread on the side and you are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a chicken curry right there. Come on. Let's go in for a bite. We're going in bread and rice. No utensils needed for this. Get a nice scoop of that. It's hot. It's really hot. Oh. All those spices are coming through. It's dancing. It's all hobbling around. That's the perfect curry right there. Guys, that'll blow your socks away. That's gonna do it for this episode. That's how you make a chicken curry at home. I'll see you guys next time. I'm Donnie. Peace.
I'm a private chef, cook for money, yeah.